Everyone thought he had the perfect family, a beautiful wife, 4 children, and a life most people dream of. But what if I told you those children didn't come from his wife, and the real mother was a woman everyone called crazy? Stay with me, because this story gets even more shocking. In the heart of Lagos, where wealth shines bright and secrets hide even deeper, lived a man who had everything. His name was David Lawson, a billionaire, powerful, respected, feared. From the outside, his life looked perfect. Luxury cars, a massive mansion, a beautiful wife, and 4 lovely children. But behind those gates, behind the smiles, behind the perfect family, was a secret so dark it could destroy everything. Many years ago, before the wealth, before the fame, David was just a proud young boy visiting his village. One afternoon, he wandered into a secret forest, a place people feared, a place no one dared to enter. But David didn't believe in such things until he met her, an old priestess, her eyes cold, her voice powerful. She warned him to leave, but David laughed. He mocked her, and that was when everything changed. "You will never have a child with a sane woman," she said. "Only madness will carry your blood." David walked away, thinking it was just an old woman's words. But he was wrong. Years passed. David grew into a successful man. Women loved him. He fell in love too. But every single time, the same thing happened. Pregnancies ended, hope disappeared, dreams shattered. Doctors had no explanation, science had no answer. But deep inside, David knew the curse was real. Then came Vanessa, beautiful, calm, loving. She stood by David when others left, and when he told her the truth, she didn't run. She stayed. But staying came with a price, the pain of never having a child. After years of trying and failing, Vanessa made a decision that would change their lives forever. If the curse cannot be broken, then we will find a way around it. And that was the beginning of something dark. Not far from their world of luxury lived a young woman forgotten by society. Her name was Amara. She walked barefoot, spoke to herself, laughed at nothing. People called her mad, but they didn't know her story. Amara was once a star, brilliant in school, full of dreams. She had been accepted into university. Her future was bright, until jealousy found her. Her stepmother, Mama Ifunaya, could not accept her success. Her own daughter had failed, and bitterness grew into hatred. She went to a herbalist. "I want her life destroyed," she said. The herbalist warned her, "If someone truly loves her, she will become normal again, and the madness will return to you." But jealousy is blind, and Mama Ifunaya didn't care. That very week, Amara lost her mind. When David found Amara, he didn't see her past. He didn't see her pain. He saw a solution. A secret plan was made. A nurse named Mrs. Damilora was paid to take care of Amara. Quietly, secretly, no one could know. Amara was fed, cleaned, taken to the hospital when needed, and when she became pregnant, David disappeared. Months later, Vanessa would travel abroad, pretending to be pregnant, and return with a baby. This happened once, then twice, then 3 times, then 4. 4 children, 4 lies, 4 pieces of a truth buried deep. The children grew up loved. They lacked nothing, but they didn't know who their real mother was, and Amara remained forgotten. Until something changed. After the fourth child, David couldn't ignore it anymore. Her face stayed in his mind, her voice, her silence, her pain. One evening, he went back, not as a businessman, not as a man with a plan, but as a man searching for something he didn't understand. He sat beside her. For the first time, he really looked at her. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. David kept coming back, bringing food, sitting quietly, talking to her. And slowly, Amara began to change. Her laughter softened, her eyes cleared, her movements slowed. Until one day, she held his hand and said clearly, "Why did you leave me?" That moment changed everything. David's heart broke. Guilt turned into care. Care turned into love. And love began to heal her. But far away, Mama Ifunanya began to suffer. She heard voices, saw shadows, lost control. The madness was returning. Back in the mansion, Vanessa noticed the change. David was no longer present, no longer the same man. One day, she followed him, and what she saw destroyed her. She saw Amara. She saw the truth. She saw her husband in love. That night, there were no lies, no hiding. David said, "I love her." Vanessa's world collapsed. Years of sacrifice, years of lies, all for this? She made her decision, divorce. But she didn't stop there. Out of pain, out of anger, out of betrayal, Vanessa exposed everything, to friends, to family, to the media. The truth spread everywhere. The fake pregnancies, the children, Amara, the curse. David's name was dragged. People judged him, called him cruel, heartless. But for the first time, David didn't run. He stood firm. He accepted everything, and he chose love. He brought Amara home, not as a secret, but as his wife. The children were confused, hurt, lost, but slowly they saw her heart, her kindness, her love, and one by one they accepted her. Amara fully healed. Her mind was clear. Her strength returned. She went back to university to finish what was taken from her. And Mama Ifunanya lost everything. Her mind, her peace, her control. She wandered the streets, a victim of her own evil. Vanessa, though broken, found her own path, her own peace. And David finally understood something money could never teach him. That love, true love, doesn't come from perfection. It comes from healing, from truth, from sacrifice. What started as a curse became the very thing that led him to the love of his life. Because sometimes the darkest paths lead to the brightest endings. The end. Do you think David was wrong for what he did? Or do you think love changed everything? Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more interesting stories.